Okay, now I'll tell you who's really shaking in their boots today. So let's get started here. So today starts off that after so long, it's like the longest trial of all time. Oh my gosh, I've been keeping up with this thing this whole time, but Young Thug is finally free. He is free. Now, not 100% free. I'll give you the terms of this, but let's talk about the lead up to this. Young Thug, they tried to hit him with a RICO. A whole bunch of people was telling on people, and other people wasn't. And then people was tired of sitting around in jail, and everybody was tired of going to trial every day, and the state just running around doing a whole bunch of nothing and trying to do backhanded deals and stuff, and they were falling through, and it was like, all right, we'll let you go if you tell and then kind of do some time too. Like people wasn't going for it, so a whole bunch of deals got made, and finally it was Young Thug's turn. So so basically what the terms of the plea were, or what he's trying to do, is he wanted to enter a NOLA plea, which means no contest or and no defense, but there's no admission of guilt. But he did have to like plead to like one like gang related thing or something in order for what their plan was. But it left it in the hands of the state. Now, I mean, not the state, but the judge. So yeah, we could put in a plea, but at the end of the day, and they could put in recommendations and all that stuff on the state side. And Young Thug could put in his team, Mr. Williams' team, comprised of the hero, Mr. Brian Steele, the lawyer. They came up with their recommendations of what they believe should happen, and then leave it to the hands of the judge and just let justice do its thing. So the state, being as petty and as wild as they are, on their way out, one last fail swoop at trying to make it look like they're competent. And what ended up happening, the state said, we recommend 45 years, serve 25 in custody, and then 20 more years after that on probation. Now it's been acknowledged by Young Thug and his team. Before today, he was offered 15 years of probation if he testifies. That's an important point there, that they offered that to him, because I'll explain in a second. So at some point, the lawyer came up there and he said that, the state misstated and misrepresented a whole bunch of evidence, such as something as wild as they used lyrics from other rappers and said like, but yeah, it was definitely Thug told them to say that, or Thug, this is directly from you use lyrics from other people that they rapped and said that, anybody who's anybody would know that Young Thug had everything. No, it doesn't work like that. But they tried it. They tried a lot of underhanded stuff. That's why they actually had to get the previous judge out of there. They had to get him out of there because he was incompetent as well. Like he didn't even understand. He didn't want to do the work that this new judge, that thank God that she's here, that she's actually doing an actual fair trial, and she's calling people out on both sides, but mostly the state. She made a fair trial. And uh Young Thug came up there and he made a very passionate plea to go home. And also his lawyer said that he would like to he won't speak to any of the co-defendants in this case, but he would like to still have contact in regards to working with Gunna as a talent, because he does have a contractual agreement with him, and then also his brother, because that's his brother. So he wants to be able to have contact with them. And all that, and he definitely made a passionate plea to go home, essentially saying if he could get out today, he would take that opportunity, opposed to still continuing to fight against what's happening to him another 3 to 6 months. He said if there's an opportunity for him to go home today and his kids don't have to sit back there for another 6 months, he wants to take the opportunity instead of having them continue to suffer. Very kind, very, very, very heartfelt words. So the judge saw through all the state's games, shenanigans, and all this waste of time and all this extra stuff that's been going on. And she went ahead and said, you know what? I understand what you can bring to this community. And I do understand that the state doesn't truly think that you're a threat on the streets. Why do I say that? Because they're willing to let him go on 15 years of probation if he just told. So he's not an actual danger to the community, is he? If you're willing to just let him go, if he just gives you some information, because isn't your job to protect people from the bad guys, right? So to jump from 15 years of probation to saying, I think he should give him 25 years in prison and 20 years of probation. No. And so the judge said that she's sentencing him to 15 years of probation, essentially. And after the probation period is done and he completes it successfully, she's throwing out everything else, and the probation, 20 years of probation stuff is over with. So the backlog of 20 years that he would have to serve if he messes up probation, out the door if he just completes it these next 15 years. In addition to this, he has to do at least 4 presentations or concerts to benefit people with at least a venue that can accommodate 10,000 people. You have to at least try and get 10,000 people to 4 these concerts for the next 3 years or something. He's allowed to travel around the globe for work and travel around the world. I mean, travel around the United States to work. Again, he can have no contact with the co-defendants other than his brother and Gunna. He can't promote any gangs in any way, which means Birdman, stay off the beginning of the track talking. Just shh. Or that track can't be released because he can't promote it in any way. He can't put his name on a song where you're saying crazy stuff, Birdman. Stay off the song. Just stay off the song. Stay off the song. And then he can't go back to, he can't go, he's banned from Metro Atlanta. I've never seen that before, but he's banned from Metro Atlanta. That's like me being banned from my neighborhood. Like I can never go back to my neighborhood. That's wild. He can be on the highway, but he can't be so he can't be there gallivanting. So, and what's good about this is the judge, the lawyers for the Young Thug, he was like, man, and honestly, give him 3 years of house arrest, and the judge was like, that won't be necessary. So good luck to Young Thug. Congratulations for him and his team, the city of Atlanta, all the people that had to waste time with this doggone state. I hope that the state, I hate it because I've seen a lot of sister girls up there. I hate that. But man, I was reaching, and I understand what you're trying to do. It's just a bad look, and I hate that. But again, more than anything, I hope that Young Thug, he did say that a lot of he's already been doing the benefit concerts, and he's been giving money back to the community. He's been giving money back to breast cancer awareness. He's done things for the kids and whatnot. So shout out to him and good luck, man. And come out with some music. Hopefully you don't come out with a Smokey Robinson song. Smoking that dope, gang banging. Don't do it. Just do what you can. Like he said, he's a grown man now. And he has a lot more stuff to rap about. So good luck, man. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much.